Top of the Saturday morning, y'all. I came in for once because it's in the 20s outside, but I do hope that a lot of y'all have a white Christmas. It looks like a bunch of that stuff up north is just kind of pushing up there and giving y'all a chance to actually have a white Christmas. It's a beautiful time down here in the Brown house. We got like a constant fire going. We got football on the TV. Usually we got friends stopping in. That's what we do down here in Mississippi. We stop in and we visit. We don't just talk, we visit, you know what I'm saying? Which could go on for hours. But look, Christmas is a really special time of year, and I hope that everybody's doing great. Comment below where you're going to be spending Christmas, because I love to read through those and just see where everybody's from. Before we get into Katt Williams, though, as y'all know, yesterday we barely avoided a House bill that would have had forced, you got it, and forced lockdowns and things that aligned with what was actually the UN treaty that they couldn't pass. They tried to shove it down our throats in the last minute. Y'all, this was medical tyranny. And it's one of the reasons why I don't deal with big healthcare companies anymore, because it's a major hassle and I just don't trust them. I opted out of that whole insane insurance world and I went to something called Crowd Health, which is not healthcare insurance, but it's a way to cover healthcare insurance. It's $175 for an individual, $575 for a family of 4 or more. You get access to a huge community of people who are willing to help with emergency medical bills. It's the most American healthcare mindset I've ever seen. Just look into this over the Christmas holidays. $99 a month for the first 3 months, okay? Join crowdhealth.com. Use promo code BUDDY. I will put the link below. So if y'all remember the way 2024 started, it started with Katt Williams dropping some bombs. If you don't know who he is, Katt Williams is a longtime big stand-up comedian. He's been in television, he's been in movies, he's done it all. And he basically started becoming the anti-Hollywood, which I think is the coolest thing in the world. Right after New Year's Day last year, he went on Shannon Sharpe's podcast. And as y'all remember, he dropped this podcast. It's now become one of the biggest podcasts ever released in U.S. history. I think it's got like 85 million views on YouTube alone. That's not talking about podcast streams or anything like that. Hundreds of millions of people have seen this interview. Now, I know I built this channel mostly on country music, and I can feel a lot of the good old boys just scratching their head right now going, who is Katt Williams and why should I care? Well, you should definitely care. A lot. Katt Williams is the reason that Diddy and all the investigations against him actually got launched, and hundreds of people got exposed into illegal child trafficking, the parallels to Epstein Island, and all the investigations that were actually opened on people who were already deleted, okay? Another reason is because all of our American kids pretty much are hooked on Hollywood. And these evil people are about to come crashing down because God is exposing things in the next 4 years at a pace that we've never seen in our entire lives. But evidently, Katt was actually holding back in last year's interview because there's going to be part 2. Watch this.
According to Katt Williams, the first podcast with Shannon Sharpe was just a small taste of what he plans to reveal in part 2.
When I wrote it out to kill the careers of the people I was talking about, right? But it was so vicious that I erased all of the knockout blows and just left the jabs so that the comic I'm talking about knows that I know your real story. I'm gonna tell this, but you know what else I know.
There's a possibility that you might hear the haymakers very, very soon. He said he wrote it. I can tell you this, he's been writing more material. January the 3rd, 2025 is right around the corner.
Katt Williams will be returning to Club Shay Shay exactly 1 year after their viral episode that exposed some of this year's biggest scandals well before they happened.
It's about to go down on January 3rd. It's about to be on. Katt Williams probably knows who crashed Malaysia Airlines. Katt Williams probably knows why Building 7 fell. Katt Williams knows who's going to win the dadgum Super Bowl. Look, personally, I don't give a crap about Hollywood or any of those people up there. I don't care, but if Katt Williams is the anti-Hollywood and he's going to bring them down, I'm all for it. In the same way I'm all for President Trump exposing all these people who are corrupt politicians in Washington, D.C. Do y'all realize what's at stake here? Because we're going to get to see 9/11, JFK, the moon landing, which presidents are legitimate, which presidents are illegitimate, all that kind of stuff. And hopefully, when the whole country gets to look behind the curtain of the Wizard of Oz and see everything finally, and they get to understand that we've been lied to, we as a people are going to turn to the only one thing that is authentic and real, which is the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. Hopefully, this is going to spark revival, and hopefully, it gets people so burned by the lies that we've been told for so long, we're going to run to the only thing left. That's my hope. That's my prayer. So, I'll be watching on January 3rd with a bucket of popcorn myself. I can't wait to see what kind of bombshells he's going to drop. Let's pray for the protection of Katt Williams. Let's pray for the protection of President Trump. And they don't teach this. You ready for this? Let's pray that the people we love and hope in to do great things will not become corrupted themselves. It's really hard bumping up against a lot of these people and not ending up like them. I promise you. So let's stay strong, stay consistent. Have a Merry Christmas to you and your family. God bless you.